Today's a big box plant shopping day, so I'm heading over to Lowe's and Home Depot, and I think I'm gonna go to 2 different Lowe's today to see what they have. I am in Concord, North Carolina right now, which is just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm very curious to see what types of plants I can find at the big box shops here compared to what I'm used to finding up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So we'll see how it goes. And if you like planty stuff, feel free to subscribe so episodes show up in your newsfeed, because that's all I post is like plant vibe, like happy planty stuff. So plant shopping, plant care, mostly indoor plants. So let's go do some shopping and see what I can find. And then if I have a haul, it will be at the end of the video. All right, let's go. All right, first stop Lowe's. Let's see what they have. Ooh, they have some beautiful hanging pots here. Hanging baskets. I think this one's really cute with like just the traditional terracotta with the cute little macrame. And this one is $16.99. It comes with the philodendron Brazil. And then over here there are some beautiful pothos. Calathea here, $12.98. That's a good price on a beautiful calathea. Oh look, looks like there's a sale. So something was $12.98, now it's $9.98. That's great. Yeah, the orbifolia are beautiful and probably a little less fussy than some other calathea, although they are known to have like crisping on the outside of the leaves. Down here are some beautiful Dieffenbachia right here, and a little Rex begonia. Also, I always kind of like to mention plants that are pet friendly. So here, the calathea would be pet friendly. All calathea are. And this is a maranta. It's a type of prayer plant. This one is also pet friendly. Let's see if there's anything else that's kind of like standing out to me. They have tons of plants here today. Beautiful pink Photonia, and this is only our first stop, so I'm gonna kind of zip through. Pilea, and as always, I'll kind of name the price as I go. $8.98 on these little guys. I guess they're not so little. Ooh, all right, they have a beautiful Monstera salsipicana. This is a really gorgeous Monstera. Is this Monstera? Oh, actually, this might be the skeleton key pothos. For a second, I thought, yeah, okay. I take it back. This is the skeleton key pothos, I believe. Let me know I'm incorrect, but this is a really interesting type of epipremnum. And once the leaves get really adult form, they are shaped like a key. It's hard to get it to that point, though. They need to climb. However, all pothos are absolutely amazing. Then we have a type of Hoya here. Hoya are awesome. Hoya are pet friendly as well, which is really nice. This one's called a Bertone. It has fuzzy leaves. Hoya, I really love them because they're drought tolerant and they're low maintenance. And like I said, they're great for pets. So they have blooms that come out. Here's another Hoya Bertone. Really lovely. Oh, and prices, these are $16.98. And then over here, it looks like there's a type of, maybe a fishbone cactus, $16.98. Look at the new growth on there. Oh, here's another one of those. These are so cool. Yeah, I don't think this one is rickrack. I think this one is fishbone. Let me know what you think. Or shark tooth, I've also heard them called. It's not labeled, but it's a type of epiphyllum. It's actually a tropical plant, I believe. So they do enjoy a good drink when the soil dries out, and they enjoy light. Really great. Wow, look at these gorgeous. I see so many lipstick plant varieties just in this row. Lipstick plants are amazing, amazing house plants. They are pet friendly. And all of the leaf shapes are different with lipstick plants, but they are so like low maintenance, all of them. So this one either looks like a Mona Lisa or a pink tie lipstick plant. They're wonderful hanging plants. They just cascade down. Their leaves are very thick and succulent-y, similar to a Hoya, so they are very drought tolerant, which we love that. Over here is another type of orchid cactus. This one might be a Queen of the Night, which has beautiful blooms, but they only bloom at night, and I think they bloom once, but correct me if I'm wrong. Here's a gorgeous rabbit foot fern, but back here it looks like they might have a variegated lipstick plant. And these are all, the big baskets are $20.98. This one I believe is a Hoya. It's not labeled. I'm not sure what type of Hoya this is, maybe a Lacanosa. but it's really like beautiful, full, I was gonna say robust, but I don't know how a plant could be robust, but for some reason this is saying robust to me. $20.98. Really great peperomia. It's pet friendly. Then here's another type of lipstick plant. This one is a gracilis. And I'm trying to show you, like, it has really petite, thick leaves. This one, the leaves will drop if you're rough with it, or if you're inconsistent with watering. But it's such a cool plant. Now look at this heartleaf philodendron. Those leaves are really, really big. And that one is only $16.98. Then up here are some syngonium varieties. These ones look like they're neon robusta. And then we have all the cute littles. Let's see, price-wise, $5.98. These look like they're like 3-inch pots, maybe 3 or 4-inch. And this is a croton. I tend to stay away from this plant just because it's very spider mite prone and it likes to be outside. Also, like ivy I stay away from, but syngonium's a great one. There's some fern varieties. You just want to make sure you keep the ferns consistently moist so they don't drop leaves or crisp up. Ferns are pet friendly, and there's usually some really great fern finds in this area. So this is a bird's nest fern. These are a little hardier than maybe some ferns like this one that are more prone to crisping up. This one can store more water in its leaves. Here we have an umbrella plant. Ooh, a marble queen pothos, one of my favorites. Just has beautiful white speckled leaves. Fittonia, this one is also pet friendly. It's a little dramatic, but it will bounce back. How gorgeous is this Rex begonia? I always say if you're a big fan of color but you don't want to deal with blooms, Rex begonias are wonderful because their leaves are so pretty. This one has silvery leaves with purple and pink and all the colors in there. But there's like red leaf ones and they're great. They enjoy consistent watering. They don't, by consistent I mean just make sure that the soil is always like slightly moist or halfway moist. And also, if they crisp up or start to look bad, you can just trim them back, like prune them, and they'll bounce right back. I think there's anything else. Some crotons, really pretty syngonium here. Wow, look at this fern. That's a nice size fern for that price. Got some more Fittonia, bird's nest fern, waffle plant, Fittonia. Another gorgeous lemon lime prayer plant. This one's $24. And again, pet friendly. Then we have a neon pothos over here, just the lime green leaves. And this is a favorite. Pothos are so easy to take care of. And if you like pothos, then you'll probably like the heartleaf philodendron. This one back here is the dark green variety. And then this one is like the lemon lime philodendron. Heartleaf philodendron. Oh, this is another great easy care plant. This is the Scindapsus pictus exotica. And the leaves are so stunning. Anyone who sees this plant instantly is like, ooh, that's pretty. And yes, it is. And not only is it gorgeous, it's very low maintenance, very similar to the pothos and the philodendron. Cute little peace lily, have a dracaena, peperomia down here. I think this is a peperomia Ginny. Peperomia are pet friendly. Okay, there's some good finds over here. All right. Let me figure out where we're gonna start. We'll start with this one. This is a variegated lipstick plant. Look how pretty she is. A lot of times when I find the little variegated lipstick plants, they don't have much variegation on the leaves, but this one has a lot and it's only $16.98. That is a terrific find. Back here is a curly lipstick plant. This is $20.98. Isn't it amazing? There's curly and there's twister. I'm not sure which one this is, but it has very compact, beautiful leaves. Huge fan of this type of lipstick plant. Then we're coming into some Hoya. All right, so back here is a Hoya Wyetii. That's wonderful find, $12.98. Then we have the Curtisii. I haven't found that one in a long time. Look at these petite little leaves. This Hoya, for some reason, can be a little bit fussy when it comes to watering and overall maintenance, but if you can find it for a great price like that, totally worth it. Not sure what this one is. It looks like maybe a type of Croniana, but the leaves are so lovely and they have this like little triangle shape. This one's thirsty. You can tell it's dehydrated. The leaves are a little bit thinner. And then just keep in mind with Hoya, they'll put out the vine first and then the leaves on the vine. So if it's vining, don't trim those vines off because that's the first thing it does. What is this one? Ooh, this is one of the ones that I've been seeing people find. Okay, Monstera Marks Flame. Whoa, Monstera Burl Marks Flame. Gosh. That is pretty. The leaves are so thick. They almost feel like the really thick anthurium leaves. And then over here's the peace lily, so don't be confused by this flower. Dang, that's a great find. Oh, how exciting. What pretty leaves. Oh, this one would be great too because I feel like it would be really easy to take care of. I'm shocked how thick the leaves are. I can't get over it. They're not typical Monstera feeling leaves. They have a Calathea here, Aglaonema, a really pretty ring of fire. Look at that little variegation there. And down here, fiddle leaf figs, tiny dancer alocasia. Isn't it cute? Love it. Down here are golden pothos. Ooh, there are some more good finds over here. They have the Amplyssimum epipremnum, which are the really long silver leaves. It's a type of pothos, so it's easy care just like the other pothos varieties. And then this one looks like maybe a white knight. If you give these a lot of light, they will put out a lot of variegation, and they're so, so beautiful. Terrific philodendron. Then here's another ring of fire. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Wow, they have so many amazing plants here. I'm totally blown away. This is a type of peperomia. It has gorgeous heart-shaped leaves. We have a couple of Hoya here, Hoya Wyetii for $20.98 on those. Stunning philodendron Brazil. And some more peperomia. This is another type of lipstick plant, $20.98. I mean, they're just packed full. Another Hoya Wyetii back there. And these are not plants that have been on the market forever either. A lot of them are pretty newer that used to be very expensive and hard to find. Golden crocodile. This is another really fun type of philodendron. I love the shape of those leaves. And down here is an Aglaonema spathonema. Aglaonema are terrific plants. And this one's so fun because of the variegation on the leaves. This was a new release, I think maybe last year, or the year before. Calatheas. Ooh, I think these pots are really beautiful. The brass looking ones or I don't know what, it's really nice. I love it. With the dark green of the Hartley philodendron. How much is this? Let's see if Fash can see it. Sometimes it's really hard to find the price on things. $24.98. Okay, same price as a lot of the hanging pots, and I like that one a lot. Have some little bonsai, bamboo. Then down here we have some big philodendron and pothos. This is a Moonlight Trubii Scindapsus. I'm guessing it's 24. Oh, hidden back here is a Cebu Blue pothos, which is a type of pothos that has very blue leaves. And this is a blue star fern. This is a good one. It's somewhat drought tolerant and it is pet friendly. Peperomia here, these are all pet friendly, pretty low maintenance plants. Pothos here, some more philodendron Brazil. What's mixed in here? The urban jungle's been having some good plants being released lately. This is a fun looking fern. This is a little dwarf ZZ plant called a ZZ Zenzi. They have a bunch of those in here. These are all $14.98. A bird's nest anthurium. No, it doesn't look like an anthurium, but it is. Aglaonema. This one might be a Diffamachia. Sometimes I can get those confused. What else? Yeah. I don't see anything that's really standing out. Cute little burgundy rubber tree. Here we have a little philodendron. Not so little, actually. Homalonimus selby down there. All right. Some big majesty palms, and they are 22 for the big trees. It's a good deal. Look at this gorgeous guy. I love these leaves. They're so camouflaged. I think that's an Aglaonema. Again, could be Dieffenbachia. Sometimes I get it wrong with those. Some big jungle boogie philodendron. So this is similar to the ring of fire philodendron, the golden crocodile. They all have the same shaped leaves, but the jungle boogie is just the dark green, solid green. Stunning. I've had this plant. I loved it. I ended up having to get rid of it because it was next to a plant that got mealybugs and I was moving and I couldn't mess with it, but I do miss this plant. I'd love to add it again. Another variegated lipstick plant there. Humongous golden pothos here. Like, look, this is all just one plant. 2098. I think this is like a watermelon pilea or Polynesian ivy. That's it. I always want to say Pilea repens, but I think that's a different one. Some really neat orchid. I've been seeing some fun orchid varieties coming out, other than just like the standard Phalaenopsis that we see. It's like these exotic orchid. So varieties are now out, and these are $10 for the little ones and $17 for the large ones. So if you're wanting to find some fun orchids, typically at Lowe's you would just see like the standard ones like these here, but I've been noticing they're starting to do this too. Some beautiful bromeliads. The orchids are $20.98. Let's see, we have Monstera deliciosa, healthy looking one, and it is $29. Oh, they have a Ficus Audrey back here. I'm sorry, not Audrey, Altissima. And some cute little fiddly figs. And they are all $29. There's this little area back here where there are a lot of plants, and I had to kind of squeeze back here, but there's an ant plant. I think it's 14, some bromeliads. Oh, it looks like maybe a Shangri-La pothos or Champs-Élysées or something. And a Trubii, Dieffenbachia. There's a little Silverbrand Maranta back there. These are all 24. Another bird's nest anthurium. Bromeliad. Is there anything really popping out? I'm like kind of on the hunt for like really unusual plants today that are like maybe didn't used to be in the big box stores in the past, and now they are, because there's higher demand for uncommon rare plants. Some of these ficus varieties, you know, are really fun, like the Ficus Audrey. That's a great one. It has like fuzzy soft leaves. And then the Tinacae, that's this one over here, has white variegation. Here's another little ant plant. Look how cool these are. They have a symbiotic relationship with ants in their natural habitat, and the ants live in the base, and then the ants just like live in there and then protect the plant. But when it's in your home, obviously it's not gonna have ants in it. Okay, some fun self-watering ones. We have the Exotica prayer plants. I don't see a price, but I like that it's like self-watering, but it's not sitting in the water. That's very good. Especially like these are good plant varieties for that, especially the ferns. And it's cool. Looks neat. It reminds me of those coffee makers. Is that Percolator or something? Red Maranta. Have a little philodendron, either green princess or Birkin, that's somewhat reverted. I love the marble peperomia, the obavatas, or obtusifolia, I think. And this is a cute little Ficus Tinacae. Anything else really standing out in here? Don't think so. Gosh, it's just plants on plants on plants here. This is a fun bird's nest fern. I love the little fronds. Huge Exotica. Look how silvery these leaves are. Love this plant. Wow. Okay, lots of crotons. $19.98. And yeah, these are 22. Dracaena. And then Calathea. Wow, look at those. Those are so pretty for 24. Oh gosh, they have Ficus shiveriana. Really, these are the largest I've seen. It's a type of rubber tree, and it has like kind of speckled variegation. This was newer to the market not long ago. And then fiddly figs. Ooh, I just found this whole other little stand area. Always check kind of near the register. There's usually a whole other section, and they have some neat stuff. They have the Ring of Fire, but they also have a moonshine snake plant, which snake plants are literally like the easiest care plants, and the moonshine one has a, kind of like a bluish tint to it. That's a good find. They also have a Monstera Stanleyana albo down here. Look at it trying to like get to the light. And there's some pothos varieties, some more Aglaonema spathanema, another moonshine. This one's very blue. Calathea, but I did want to point out they have a Monstera Thai here. It looks like it's been kind of crumpled up. It can get damaged in shipping, but the new leaf looks good. And these are 29. Oh, wait, yeah, 29. And then this one is another of the Burl Marks Fantasy Monstera. And it is 19. Another Aglaonema spathanema. Beautiful Monstera Stanleyana albo. Then up here, I think this one is another lipstick plant, like similar to Gracilis, and it has like the cute little petite leaves, 16, humongous Philodendron Brazil. All right, we have a lot of plants to get through at this Home Depot. They have so many of them. And it looks like a lot of them are on sale for $12.88 when they were originally $16.98. So I thought I'd start over here where they have a lot of these little plants on sale right now for $4.48. And they're so cute. There's so many great ones. There's like, let's see, they have the Croniana, like the silver one, and this looks like maybe Rosita or Wyetii. I think this one's Rosita. And I mean, the Hoya are great again, pet friendly, really easy to take care of, drought tolerant. Over here it looks like there's like a variegated Bertone, which is a great find. Really exciting. Then these are Peperomia, pet friendly. Here's a Syngonium. Looks like they have a single confetti Syngonium. And then over here they have, again, these are still $4.48. Some really great fern varieties. They have all different ones. Like this one's the Twirly Whirly. This one is the Rabbit Foot Fern. This one looks like a Lemon Button. There's some really cute ones. Oh, look. All right, so these are on sale as well. They were 20 bucks, now they're 15. And they have some great Hoya. So Hoya carnosa, and it looks like Splash. And they have the begonia over here, the Iron Cross, I think it is, but they'll have it as something else, Crisscross. And let's see, some more fern and beautiful red philodendron, Arabescens. And this is a really fun variety that is new out. It's a hybrid, and it just has really gorgeous variegation on there. Someone said orange marmalade, so I'm not sure. Ring of Fire. I mean, what great deals. Then they have a stunning Monstera Deliciosa here. 26. Massive Philodendron Brazil. I think this Philodendron Brazil is one of the ones on sale for $12.88. All of these are. It's the hanging baskets that were $16.98 are now $12.98. Whoa, there's even more over here. All right, they have the Leaf Joy. All right, some more of the Confetti Syngonium with like the pink little splashes on there. But this is the Philodendron Maggie. And I saw it in Grand Rapids, but it looks like they have it here as well. Maggie Philodendron. Maybe you guys can tell me more about this plant. And then they have the big ones here. So the small ones are 20 because they're growing in like the glass bowls. And then the large one is 29. Oh, okay. Oh wait, they're on sale. Ficus benjamini. So they, yeah, these that are 29 are now 22, including this beautiful gloriosum. Uh-oh, it's just sitting in water. That's what we don't want to see. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna dump some of this water out. So this is the worry with cover pots. You just always want to make sure that if you water your plant, you don't leave it sitting in water. So I'm gonna let this drain out for a minute. Actually, I'm just gonna set it here so it can drain out, and then I'm gonna dump this out somewhere. All right, I'm gonna give this guy a minute to just kind of drain out, and then at the end of the video, I'll put it back. The other ones don't look like they're quite as saturated. That was crazy. I mean, that's the quickest way to get root rot on your plant, and then once that happens, it's really hard to make it come back. But anyways, gloriosums are great plants. Oh, sorry. Step back for a sec. That's one of the things I always recommend doing when you're plant shopping is to check that it hasn't been sitting in water, and then if you can, look at the roots to make sure they're not black and mushy from root rot. And back to gloriosum. Gloriosum is a fabulous philodendron, 10 out of 10 recommend. It has gorgeous heart-shaped leaves. It is a crawler, so instead of like climbing or cascading over, it kind of crawls along the surface in the natural habitat. So these do really well with like rectangular planters and pots, so it can crawl. Beautiful lipstick plant. This is the Mona Lisa. Okay, so the one I saw at the other store at Lowe's must have been a pink tie. Oh, look at this beauty. This is oh my gosh, why is it a Florida green? I think so. Yes, Florida green philodendron. So, and it's on sale right now for $22. That is such a steal. And some ficus here, burgundy ficus and Tenacae. They have so many plants everywhere. I'm just like passing by, but these pink anthurium are lovely. Whoa, what is this syngonium? I think this might be white butterfly, but normally they're not quite this. Holly arrowhead plant. And then this one, Luna Batik Croton. This is so pretty. I love it. And this is also a type of syngonium. Creamy Illusion. Beautiful. Hartley philodendron. These are all $5.98. Cute little snake plant. Here's some more snake plants. Oh, they have some little Episcias mixed in here. Treat them like African violets. And Phytonia. They have some pink Phytonia in here. Cute. Oh my goodness. Look. Oh. These are so beautiful. Okay. This is really, how much are these? Oh my goodness. 20. Oh wait, no. 32. Oh. Okay, so these are a type of Calathea, and they're called, I think, Worshawezii. And they're so beautiful. On camera, I don't know if it will translate, but in person, they are so velvety. Like, literally, the leaves feel like velvet. And these are huge. Normally, I only see tiny ones. Rarely do I even see them. The fact I'm here at a store, a big box shop, and they're $32 for huge ones is a great find. Look at these leaves. Aren't they so beautiful? Don't mind the, like, bird poop. But these are so freaking beautiful. They have red on the backs. Now, Calathea use distilled water only or rainwater, and keep them consistently moist. Try to give them as much humidity as you can. They are pet friendly. Oh, if I was in Grand Rapids and I could get this plant, I would. Wow. That's a great find. I can't believe how huge these are. Oh, look at this gloriosum. How much is this? It's a 10-inch pot, $32. Look how packed full of gloriosum it is. And do you know, for this size gloriosum, like a few years ago, I paid over $300. So beautiful. Also, they have a lot of the pothos on moss poles or coco coir, and they're only $34. It's a good price. There's a bunch of them. They look so healthy and happy. If you want your pothos to get really huge leaves like they do in their natural habitat, I mean, some of the leaves are like almost the size of my whole body, and they get fenestrations. Looks totally different than this. They need to climb. They're not going to get there from hanging. Honestly, the leaves just get smaller and smaller when they're hanging down. But if they get the opportunity to climb and they get enough light, they'll put out massive, massive leaves. Like you can already see like the small leaves down at the bottom versus the larger leaves up here at the top. Ugh, I cannot get over these freaking calathea. They're so beautiful. I want that. What movie is that from where she's like, I want that? I can't remember. I say it all the time. I just can't remember where it's like originally I heard it. Look at that. These peace lily are kind of interesting. The leaves are very dark. Even the bloom is kind of dark. I don't know. And some kalanchoe, bromeliads, humongous golden pothos down here. Again, these are all on sale for $12.88. Whoa! Is this a cordyline? Normally the leaves are really thin and skinny, but these are huge. How much is this? $20 for that. Oh, another cute little Hoya Bertone. $12.98 instead of $16 like at Lowe's. That's a good deal. All right, continuing. Dracaena, $12.88. I will say Home Depot's been having really great prices lately. Aglaonema, and that's in Michigan and here in North Carolina. Some of these dark peace lily prices, $16.98. Money trees and fiddly figs. Bird of paradise here. Cute. Gosh, they have so many plants. It's amazing. I feel like I'm in a jungle. Bromeliads. That's nice how there's two in there. ZZ plants. The ZZ plants are $17. They have Dracaena. Really beautiful Monstera deliciosa. Let's see a price. Yeah, that one's $26. I feel like we could do better. Loads of anthurium. Oh, I like the little cobweb on that one. That's cute. Cute little parlor palm or majesty palm. Bird of paradise here, $32. They have them in a good spot here where they're getting a lot of light. They're gonna love that. Ooh, Hoya. Let's see what you are. For a second I thought it might be a crinklate, but I think it's just carnosa. Oh, it has variegation inside, so maybe a princess. Crimson princess. All right, let's keep going. So all of these up here are only $12.88. Look at this. Freaking marble queen, humongous. Oh my gosh, so many great plants. All right, down here we have some waffle plants. There's Dracaena over there. Syngonium. Are these on sale? All right, I don't see a sale sign on these, so let's look at the price. $4.98. Beautiful. Syngonium crotons. This is a coffee plant. Some more of the Rex begonia. Look how silvery blue these are. And then purple over here. Oh, peperomia. Again with the big, I think it's cordyline. I don't know though. Oh, they have a Cebu blue. Down here, another Mona Lisa lipstick plant. All these are on sale, $12.88. I just can't believe it. That's the best deal ever. And then huge, I wonder how much this really massive fiddle is. All right, I'm gonna give you a minute to guess how much you think this massive fiddle is. It's $69. That is the best price ever. Look how healthy it is. I would probably buy this if I was in Grand Rapids. All right, I just have to take a quick look at the cacti and succulents, and then I think I'm gonna go to one more Lowe's because I'm just really curious. All right, these are okay, the little ones are 5 for $10. That's a good deal. And then the larger ones are $4, so $5. Just seeing if anything really jumps out at me. All right, $5.98 for these because we're getting larger in size. Oh, they have the Bishop's Cap Astrophytum again, like, ooh, look at this one. Here's another Astrophytum. Wow, beautiful. That's my favorite type of cactus, so I'm always like fascinated when I see them out in the wild. Yeah, I mean, the plants just keep going. Crotons, snake plant over there, $44.98. That's expensive, I think. You can get better price than that on those snake plants. All right, I'm at the last Lowe's, and I'm just gonna kind of whip through here, see what they have. Okay, anything that really stands out. The self-watering pots are super cute. This looks like it might be like a global green or something like that type of epipremnum. Love these ferns. Look at the cute little prayer plant. Oh my gosh, big fan of these little pots. The air plant in there is adorable. Looks like they take good care of their plants at this Lowe's. They have some African violets. Those are $5.48. Big pothos, $20. Oh, love these bromeliads. $16.98. This syngonium looks like a batik. So, but I'm not sure what variety it is. It's not, oh, is it labeled? Let's see. No, it's just a specialty houseplant. So if you know what type it is, definitely leave it in the comments. Philodendron Brazil. And let's check out the hanging plants here. Is this a Brazil? Yes. Sometimes I get ones that look like white stripe or something. All these guys up here are $16.98, and then these are the $24.98. Scindapsus there, red prayer plant, silver band maranta. Down here some more African violets. So you can see they've been bottom watering these African violets, and a lot of houseplants really love this. And it's basically you just put water in here and then let the plant absorb the water up through the drainage holes, and it gives like a more consistent watering for these guys. Oh look, they have the platinum Scindapsus here. This was a new one last year, I think, or maybe this year that was released, $24.98. It's Scindapsus like the Exotica, but it just has silver all over the leaves. And then this one is the Champs-Élysées pothos. Just really cute. Yeah, a lot of these we've already seen today, so I'm just kind of glancing over it. But look at this humongous, beautiful golden pothos. Oh, all right, so we have another variegated lipstick plant here. Beautiful syngonium, another lipstick plant, another one of the Croniana Hoya here, $16.98. Croniana, Hartley philodendron, another one that looks like a batik syngonium. Oh, look, okay, they have another syngonium here. This is the Wenlandii, and it's also known as the black velvet syngonium because the leaves are so dark and velvety. And I actually see a couple of these. These were really rare and uncommon, and I saw it at the big box shops for the first time this year. Looks like a Baltic blue. Let me double check. Oh, it says golden pothos, but it's definitely not. So I think this is a Baltic blue pothos, golden pothos. These are $20. Bromeliads, Dracaena, peace lilies. Okay, these are all $24. And there's a Brazil, Scindapsus exotica, golden pothos, lemon lime philodendron, and it was Brazil. Oh, another orchid cactus, maybe queen of the night. And, oh, look at the rabbitfoot fern. We haven't seen any rabbitfoot fern feet yet today, but they're so fun. Okay, this one looks like it's the skeleton key. If it's not Baltic blue, sometimes they look very similar, those two. And then this one I think is the pink Thai lipstick plant because the leaves are a little bit more round than the Mona Lisa. Baltic blue pothos here, and then the Scindapsus pictus Trubii moonlight. Oh look, okay, here's another Wenlandii. Look how velvety these are. I find that they're prone to pests. I don't know why the velvet leaf plants seem to be like just more prone to spider mites and mealybugs and stuff. But $17 for that one. Oh, they have a platinum java here. Absolutely beautiful. Another type of Scindapsus. What are you? Looks like maybe a white knight. Oh, big summer glory philodendron, $24. Haven't seen those that much recently. I saw them for a long time, a lot, and recently they haven't been around as much. Okay, they have a Manjula pothos. That's always a good find. Oh, look at the pink Rex begonias. Oh, this is a really beautiful pink syngonium. Rex begonias there. Another curly lipstick plant back there. Polynesian ivy. Golden pothos. Okay. Alocasia. These are $20. Dieffenbachia. Cute little orchids. They have some big like majesty palms kind of all mixed in here. Moonshine snake plant, 20 bucks. ZZ plant. Okay. And these are all 29. Ficus tunicae. Black raven ZZ. Rattlesnake calathea and crotons. Out of these, the best one's definitely the ZZ plant. And then next up, I would say the tunicae, but the rattlesnake calathea is actually a pretty easy calathea, but I think it would be the tunicae for me, then the rattlesnake calathea, then the all right, that was amazing. So many terrific plants. Lowe's and Home Depot were freaking packed. I can't believe they had so many plants there. Especially since we're like in fall, coming into winter soon. They had really great plants. First of all, I found one of the new rare releases, which was the Burl Marx Monstera. That's a really interesting plant. I would never have guessed it was a Monstera if it wouldn't have been labeled, and I wouldn't have known to like look out for that one, because the leaves are literally so thick. I would have thought it was some sort of anthurium or something. It's so thick. That seems like it would be a really low maintenance plant, but let me know your thoughts on that one. I'm very curious. Also, that Calathea worcestersii, or however you pronounce it, so beautiful. I would have picked that one up in a heartbeat had I been in Grand Rapids. You know, I'm not really feeling like packing up a huge plant and figuring out how to travel with it right now. So those two were great finds. They had a ton of Hoya, like tons and tons of Hoya. So most of the Hoya, yeah, both Home Depot and Lowe's had a lot of Hoya. However, at Home Depot, it was about the prices. They had wonderful selection. That was where I found the Calathea that I liked. But they had hanging baskets, huge healthy hanging baskets for $12.88, which was such a freaking steal. And they also had a lot of their like smaller plants on sale for $4.98. So if you're looking for like the best deal, I'd say go to Home Depot. And they also had a great selection. And I've been finding that the prices up in Grand Rapids, Michigan are great at Home Depot as well. So 10 out of 10 today though. I ended up not picking out anything. I think if I had found like a little plant that I wanted, I would have taken it, like put it in my suitcase or whatever. But the plants I found today were all big plants. So I'm definitely, when I get back to Grand Rapids, going to keep my eye out for some of those because they had beautiful plants. Oh, and also that like literally 6 foot tall fiddly fig for $69 was a steal. Ugh. That was a great find as well. So many good ones. Let me know what plants you've been finding so I can know to keep an eye out for them. People have been finding like variegated alocasias, so much great stuff. So I didn't see any of that today, but there's plenty of plant shopping videos coming up in the future, and I always love to share like what I find. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see future planty videos in your newsfeed. We also have a great community on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and that I get to see you soon. Bye.